I believe design can be a powerful tool to raise awareness on pressing and important issues that our world is facing.
The emerging culture is critical to what will be mainstream in the future. Young designers will explore the edges of culture and foster engagement signals and an urgency to act.
Take in more, consume less, recycle everything.
Circular economy will catalyze the most transformational economic, social, and environmental changes since the first industrial revolution.
Design is pragmatic. It helps us and pushes us to prototype ideas, test them, and transform them into tangible solutions.
Social furniture connects students to professionals across industries. It brings exposure to students and their universities and pulls incubating ideas forward into the market.
We will create a meaningful dialogue by connecting different themes, industries, and geographies.
So there's no better time for brands to practice circular economy and reuse or even upcycle their waste.
Social furniture is not a standard competition. It's a journey where students understand the people and the value chain around waste, and then they will show us their vision on how they can close the loop.
There is a potential for institutional engagement and to showcase the project at key design sustainability events and initiatives.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the final event of Social Furniture Design Competition. I'm Christopher Schutte. I am the Experiential Director and Innovation Director at Particle. Particle is a startup based in Milan and Singapore. We're a global community connected by art and design. And our aim is to make the art world more accessible by bringing together distant spheres across geographies, disciplines, ages. Today is all about the voice of the young circular designers and how design is illustrating how we can move people into action about climate change and circular economy. Let's first meet the jury. So first we have Maria Cristina Didero. She's the curatorial director of Design Miami 2022. She co-created Super Salon 2021 in Milan, and she's a freelance journalist. Also editing also for Wallpaper. Welcome, Maria. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having me. Nice to see you. And hello to everybody.
It's nice to have you with us. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Next, we have Francesca Lanzavecchia. She's part of the design duo working across between Milan and Singapore. She's the founder and creator of the studio. And following the product design elements, beautifully artistic and doing wonderful things with design. We have a wonderful project also working and in the works with Lanzavecchia and Y Studio. So please welcome to the stage, Francesca Lanzavecchia.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Buongiorno, buongiorno, Chris. Good morning, everyone. We are really looking forward to see the project of the selected teams.
It's wonderful to have you with us. Thank you, Francesca, for all your help. Next, we have with us the other half of the design duo, Hunn, coming all the way from Singapore. So it's his evening time. So he's already had a full day. You can ask him about the future if you'd like. He's the creative director of Lanzavecchia, and welcome to the stage, Hunn.
Hi, everyone. Good evening from Singapore.
Hey, nice to have you with us. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
All right, good. Next, we have, coming from the Industrial Design Institute called Pereka, Malaysia, Vice President Zafri Merican is here with us. Welcome to the stage, Zafri Merican.
Hi, hello everyone. Good evening from
it's evening there. Beautiful environment.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Last but not least, we have Bruno Bolfo, the founder of Particle and an art expert and curator, and also the co-founder of Fondazione ICA a Milan. So welcome to the stage, Bruno Bolfo.
Hi everybody. Hi. Very happy to be here.
Great to see you, Bruno. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody.
All right, good. And now a little bit more about social furniture. As Francesca said in the video that you saw opening this event today, it's a journey. So it was launched in September of 2021. We had 34 universities participate in the proposals. 200 plus design proposals were responding to the challenge. And in December, we had to undertake the arduous journey to take it down to 10 top finalists and then 3 finalist teams to actually go through an incubation phase. So thank you to our illustrious jury for the help in selecting the best projects. So you may also see all of the top 10 projects in a showcase here at particle.art. Sustainability will take you to a button that you can jump into this directly into the showcase, the social furniture showcase. So about what is social furniture? If we talk about it's first and foremost a design competition for young designers, challenging how to think about plastic waste and how we can actually create products that have longer durata, longer longevity in our lives. And let's say the difference between a social furniture is its ability to actually create and foster conviviality and actually create connection between people. It encourages people to share and become more aware of the dynamics between themselves and their environment. So these are the 3 challenges: rethinking the conversion, the circular conversion, rethinking community participation, and then rethinking also the social elements, how we can actually put people into action. Next, I'd like to just share with you, there's 5 criteria. The judging will happen live. We're looking at desirability, the aesthetics and form, the feasibility technical, the viability from a business point of view, adaptability inside, outside, and how it can be configured, and also the degree of innovation linked to those 3 strategic objectives that you've just viewed. So without further ado, actually one more thing. We'll have, after the pitches, we'll have a roundtable. So actually the format for the day, there'll be 3 pitches, 5 minutes each, followed by question and A by the jury. After the pitches, we'll have a roundtable with the professors coming from the universities of the finalist teams. Then we will present the Particle Prize and then the final announcement. So before we introduce our first team to begin the pitching, I'd like also to express our gratitude to the design duo Lanzavecchia and Y again, and also our technical partner Sculpture, who's been fundamental in refining and making these the best projects they can be for this pitch session today. So thank you also to the jury again for your wonderful selection for these 3 finalists. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first team to the stage. We have Bergam coming all the way from Turkey, living and working in Milan, together with her co-designer, Juan, coming all the way from Argentina. So welcome, and we're in your hands now for your fantastic concept. You've got 5 minutes to pitch. So
thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much, Chris.
The stage is yours.
I like to start this presentation by saying, introducing ourselves.
Oh, Chris, we can't pass.
Now yes.
Okay.
My partner is Begim Shardan, an architect from Istanbul, and I am Juan Cruz del Granado, an industrial designer from Buenos Aires, and both we are Domus Academy, graduated from Domus Academy master degree. I would like to tell you what's happening in the e-mobility market. On the one hand, the technology is motivating companies to produce more and more e-mobility devices, and also the COVID situation is encouraging people to take a look at these practical devices. As you can see in the chart, the European continent is owning the 2nd position since 2013 in the annual e-bike sales by region. And in this one, we can see is the trend till 2025, 26 for Spain, UK, France, and Italy is raising up.
And we would like to take your daily journey. After a tough working day, we can be out of joy, happiness, and also energy. And when we are going to our home with our e-scooter, also our battery is getting low on our way. But we have a surprise for you, which is little great things will give you joy, happiness, and you can fulfill your battery. Let's go with the set of modules that we have. This one is the loop, and it's iconic thanks to its dimension. It's inviting people to our space. And we provide you the function of charging station, where you can charge your e-mobility devices. But also taking inspiration from our childhood, the ones that we were doing to communicate thanks to the cups and cable, we bring that game into our module that you can have a private chit-chat channel on our loop. And here we are seeing in the atmosphere that it's inviting, it's welcoming, and it's like a door, and we can have fun around it. And we have the fellow. It's full of surprises thanks to its different facades. It can be a working station, or it can be a dining table, or when you rotate it, you can use it as a bench or as a lounge chair.
Then we go to ULA, that is the fan connector that by itself, because of its particular shape, is super suitable for children because they can grab it, manipulate it in different ways, and combine it with the tools. But also when it comes to combine it, it's a great tool to interact the modules and the people, since they can use it as a side coffee table, which can be rotated in 200 degrees at least, and also as a chain connector for integrating the modules and the people. Also, Trumpet is offering the same but with another shape. It invites more people to grab it, to mount it, to take it in different position when it's stand-up, but also have a different height and have a bar table and interact in different levels.
And here we are seeing our chart with all of our modules and possible functions and combinations. These are the main ones that we selected for you, but the possibilities are up to your imagination and they are limitless. And here we are seeing with the atmosphere all the modules and with different functions. Two people are having a chit chat, and it's a warm atmosphere that we can have. Also, we are providing you an application where we will ask you to share your location to find the closest spots of the little great things. And once you reach there, by scanning the QR code on the elements, you can see which module you have, and you can see the possible combinations that you can have. But also, if the other person has the same element that you can have a communication with them, and you can have more fun.
And let's go to materials and partners. In our journey, we discovered that sculpture has the same elements and vision that we consider for our circular strategy. On the one hand, they have a wide range of recycled materials, and on the other, they have the technology. Also, they have a co-partnership with Volkswagen Group and Bolfo, and these companies are producing recycled material for car bumpers that we would like to use for the big modules, while on the tiny ones, we would like to use recycled ABS since they have a wide range of colors.
And let's focus on Volvo, and they have a circular design strategy and politics also. Instead of putting the material into a trash, they would like to put it into a market, and we would like to pick up that politics, and we want to use the sustainable Volvo politics to produce a social furniture that aims to respond to the needs of micromobility field. And here we are seeing our modules with the Volvo collaboration in their space. And thank you all for watching, and thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Perfect timing, exactly 5 minutes. So now we have some time for questions from the jury. Who would like to start?
Yeah, I can start. I would like to know how this project originated. How did it come to your mind? What was the first inspiration?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, in the beginning, we were thinking always something resizable, modular, and something that we can have fun, actually. And also, we want to keep our childhood memories a bit and put that playfulness into a project. And in the beginning, for the top 3 selection, it was a bit more different, but we took all the comments, all the ergonomic systems and everything. So that's why we updated a bit more. So it came from here, I can tell you like that, maybe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Francesca?
Comment?
Okay, for myself, I hope you guys didn't stop until here, because the next The next step we should take is to consider about assembly and container load. All right? Okay. Nice work.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have another question. Do you usually work together, or you got together just for this competition?
We are a couple normally, so that's why.
Sorry, I didn't want. No, so you work together, and okay.
Yes,
That's
yes.
clear now.
Yes, we know each other from Domus, so yes, it's we know it's a benefit to work together.
Okay. No, because to work two minds together, you need to be very well tuned with each other. So it's always more difficult to work in two than one person. Correct, Francesca and Hunn?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I wanted to congratulate you for the steps you took ahead, both in thinking the circular economy and the interaction and the possibilities with only very few elements to really articulate very complex piazzas and so good job.
Thank
you, Francesca. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's definitely a huge evolution. So we're happy to see it. We're happy to see the steps and decisions that you've made to make it into the current state today. So bravo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have also a question. Do you see this project more for indoor or outdoor? Obviously, looks for outdoor, but how do you see it in the indoor?
Actually, it can be both. We were thinking because it's how I can say, it's a project that allows all the opportunities. So when we focus on Volvo, for example, we imagine it into a showroom or in their launching event. Like if we look at the Volvo collage that we did in the end, the last page, like we were imagining like that. But also we put in the presentation into a park, into an open space, to show that we imagine both atmospheres actually.
Yes, for me also it's difficult to choose one. I think it's 50-50. It's difficult to say one, but it depends also the amount of modules that you acquire, no? You personalize the target you want to aim. So also it's important that the amount, the quantity of the module.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. I believe we are ready to move on to the next second pitch.
Thank you very much.
A big thank you to everyone.
Thank you so much.
Project. Thank you for sharing this with us. So
Thank
you.
Fantastic. Let's see. Okay, so now we are ready for the second team to present. This is a team that has a very simple design that's easy to understand immediately. The stairs. I'd like to welcome to the stage Anna, Silvia, and Victoria, coming between Italy, and also Victoria is initially from Poland. So again, we continue the international design stage here in Particle. So welcome to the stage. Let's share their presentation if we have it, if we're ready.
Yeah.
Upload, and let's begin. The stage is yours. So you have 5 minutes.
Thank you. Hello everyone, we are interior design students and frequently work together as a team. For today, we want to show our project with a video game, and we'll do together level after level. But don't waste time, so let's start. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. The quest of the game is, have you ever found yourself here? Often we see people staying on public stairs while talking, drinking, or eating, or with someone. But
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. But the public stairs are messy, dirty, and uncomfortable, and so you will get dirty trousers and backache. And how we can make the experience of people on public stairs better? Let's go to level 1 and make it fun. Firstly, as creatives, we use our imagination to find ideas. We thought about what social furniture means for us and how to make a valuable project. Secondly, we draw sketches to study a sinuous shape that adapt to the staircase in a fun way. And finally, we thought about safety, the technical aspect, for example, the support in the middle provides stability.
Okay, then we go on with the second level. During this phase, we will work both on making stairs more social and sustainable using recycled plastic. To make it social, we thought about doing an activity together with the community and to bring value to the action of everyone. We are going, imagine to be in Milan, we are going to meet in Parco Sempione, and we are going to divide in groups and start an activity together. These activities consist in collecting trash in the park because as this park is very popular in Milan, it's often full of trash. And our aim with this activity is to make people more conscious and caring about their public spaces. And the activity doesn't end here because we are going to recycle the plastic trash we collected and use it to produce stairs. In Museo della Triennale, we are going to have fun together dividing plastic per colors, and we will use this plastic divided to produce stairs.
For the last level, we want to make our project real. So thanks to the 3D printing, we want to realize our project. But we have a question. All the stairs are different. Also, the riser and the height is different. So we decided to create our project thanks to the algorithm. So we can change thanks to the some values. So very easy. The riser, also the height and the width. Then our project is adaptable. Well done. We won the game. We realized our project. And here is our project in a scenario. And thank you all for listeners.
Okay, thank you, Team Dab. That was fantastic. A beautiful realization of a project and also gamified. So the gamification aspect is there to engage a community and actually help the community realize that by collecting the plastic waste, they can then build useful products for the community that they can be then used. So very interesting approach to the gamification. Great job, Deb.
Thank you, Chris.
Turn it over to the jury for interrogation and questions.
I have one question. So how much plastic do you need to collect in order to produce one stair? So in the park, what is the needed plastic in order to have one stair?
We thought about using the tubes in the Triennale when they are full. Yeah. It's ready. It's the right quantity for producing stairs. One stairs.
Okay, thank you. Maria, you're mute.
Sorry, I would like to say that. I really enjoy this project because it's a way to exploit what is there and make something out of it. Of course, stairs are all around cities, and it's also very interesting to exploit them, like sitting area and what else. So I really appreciate this aspect of the project.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any questions coming in from the StreamYard channels between YouTube? We're being also followed on YouTube. Okay, great. Yeah. Also on LinkedIn. So any comments coming in on those channels? Questions? So your concept is definitely one of the most straightforward and clear concepts. Now it's an experience where you've now, with your latest story, connected the whole ecosystem, going from community involvement to making something happen that can actually foster the community. So you become part of the vision, which is beautiful. The community actually embodies the vision of a sustainable future. So love that.
Thank you.
Great work.
Yes, very good.
Questions from our design duo team, our coaches? Francesca, Hunn?
I don't think there are specific questions. As you said, the project is telling a story we all know in a very clear way. So congratulations on having that first idea and maintaining the soul and connecting the dots so that the whole ecosystem works around this series of sitting. Would be beautiful to see it in institution and in public areas around our cities.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
It would be beautiful to have here in Milan during Design Week. Definitely, it's such a beautiful concept. You know, it could be easily applied. So, and how I think just to make it clear, but it's the parametric design is fantastic because all stairs are different. So by adding in the simple characteristics and also adding in the side on the production side, it's all very feasible. We've checked that. So. That is a fantastic solution using technologies, the latest technologies, to make it easy for brand sponsors to buy into your concept. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so we are running just a little bit behind, but we're good. We're ready for the third team. They're in backstage. So thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate your work.
Bye, girls.
We will be in touch. So, okay, so now our final last pitch, the third pitch of today. We have joining us two designers from Portugal and one designer from Belgium, just to keep up with the international flavor of the design teams with us. So please welcome to the stage. We have Anna, Audrey, and Enes. And the stage is yours. We welcome you to share your slides and start your pitch. So you've got 5 minutes.
Okay, let's share this. The slides. There we go.
So first of all, good morning, everyone. We are the Foreigners, and this project, the Freshly Brewed Seat, emerged from the collaboration of us three. We started as strangers, but with the help of a good cup of coffee, we soon discovered that we could complement each other. And that's when we brought the topic to the table and participated in the Particle context together.
As foreigner students, we can identify ourselves with some struggles that digital nomads face during their time abroad. For example, the difficulty in building connections and relationships. That's why we wanted to contribute to this community. We wanted to provide a creative and flexible solution that has an eye for the environment and innovative production techniques. We adopted digital manufacturing as a perfect solution. This disruptive technology allows the man to define the exact production and reducing the manufacturing and transportation costs.
We are just waiting for the...
Perfect. So we took a lot of inspiration from the nomad community and their most loved beverage, namely coffee, which is also loved by a whole part of our planet. But unfortunately, it's also a really unethical product. Like the coffee industry itself produces 23 million tons of waste per year, which brings us to the material that we are using in this project. We take those coffee waste and we combine them with recycled polypropylene, which makes them printable. So we, as designers of the future, feel obligated to start where most things end. And we use this specific material because it's reusable, recyclable, and reprintable, which contributes to the circular economy idea. So we're stepping away from the liner design, which ends with another waste product, by using this specific material that can also replace things like plastic.
So through models and through a handcrafted way of projecting, we came with the circular and also fluid form that could encourage people to interact through it and also to create the perfect place for their needs and for their environment. Our social furniture is meant to be multifunctional, to be versatile, and it gives the freedom of the user to place it in different positions and also to put it in different settings. We wanted to create then a product that can change the form like the people who pass and use it as well.
Freshly brewed seeds was designed for public spaces and business that want to provide indoors and outdoors with a sculptural, organic, and feminine identity. And for companies that are always on the move or looking for a unique way to seat their customers, that want to provide the furniture that becomes an extension of their ideas, values, and lifestyle.
So coffee is not only just a drink, it can literally support your project and bring people together. So please do enjoy our freshly brewed seed.
Thank you very much.
All right. Is there anything more social than coffee? That is the question of the day. So it's fantastic as a trigger for social interaction, and your furniture is beautifully done. It takes the waste from the coffee industry and turns it back into something that's very social. So wonderful project. Thank you for your hard work and efforts. We really appreciate it. And now I turn it over to the jury for first questions on any of the details that you see. Questions on interaction, questions on the ecosystem.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes. A lot.
Yeah, I don't have a question, but I would like to say that it's nice that this piece is born from a moment that is very linked to social habit. No, they started from the coffee to realize the object or seated how you wanna the piece. So this is like a nice process that I enjoy.
Thank you so much.
So no question, but just a comment.
Thank you so much.
It's, I mean,
Really
the explanation was very clear, and I don't think that there are doubts about it.
How important do you think that is that the piece communicate where it comes from? That is a recycled plastic from the coffee capsule. How important is that?
Do you mean the origin of the waste product, or so? I think it's super important to use specific products that are, in most eyes, just a waste product. Like, we can just replace plastic so easily with using things that we already have, things that we just put in the trash. So it's so important for the future, and as future designers, to look further than the typical things that are easy to use, like plastic, like just 3D manufactured materials. Yeah, we can just make the world so much better by just looking around us and taking things that are recyclable in our trash bin.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? We're winding down. Last question from the journey. Last chance. I had a comment here.
I just wanted, but because we follow them during the process, I wanted to congratulate on being able to get back the feminine and sinuous shapes that the project originally had, and bring it to something feasible and producible and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
Well done.
If I can add to that, often the technical constraints
so
get the
much.
best of us.
Thank you.
Things get kind of rigid or this kind of thing as we have to conform to technical constraints, but you've actually overcome that and transcended that with your last design. So fantastic work. Okay. The jury now will go backstage and deliberate. They've all been scoring the projects as we've done the pitches. So I believe at this moment we can transition while the jury is deliberating and having a conversation backstage on the final decisions. We're going to invite to the stage your professors from the 3 different universities. From Domus Academy, IAAD and RUFA will be joining us for a roundtable on social design and circular design and how we can increase the awareness around sustainability and actionable initiatives for climate change and pollution. So that's coming next. So thank you, jury. Thank you for your great questions. And thank you to Freshly Brewed Seats. Wonderful project.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So now, as I was mentioning, we have a roundtable, 3 different professors coming from 3 different universities that are the universities behind where these students have come from. So the young voices supported by beautiful and wonderful design universities that have learning strategies, interesting programs for design. We are lucky to have with us 3 different professors from the 3 different universities that are here with us. So first, I would like to welcome to the stage one by one the jury. We have Aoi Hasegawa. So she's here with us, joining us from Domus Academy, and she is the program leader in product design with a very wide, broad breadth of experience between interiors and products. So congratulations for that. You're on mute, so you can also add your microphone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Welcome to the stage. And next, I'd like to ask Alessandro Ciancio from RUFA. He's a professor of exhibition design. And we had a really good conversation this week looking at how emotion can help transform our perception. And so we can also think about how this could be applied to sustainability. So invite Alessandro to share his thoughts today about that. So say hello, Alessandro.
Hello to everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And then lastly, we have Matteo Strafonini, Professor Strafonini, joining us from IAAD. This is he's the industrial designer, first of all, and also an associate professor at the Institute. So welcome, Matteo.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. So today we have a limited time, so we would love to have you back for further, let's say, further talks. We're going to have talks on sustainability starting sometime in March or late March. Looking at the questions we can address today in the limited time we have, I think we can say a lot about design leadership and how design is able to help us prototype and envision the future differently. So the way I see it, art is about asking questions and provoking a sensibility towards themes that are relevant themes today. Design helps us actually take those themes and address and prototype and create solutions that are possibilities for possible futures. So I think that's one of the main themes, but then we'd also like to talk about learning strategies and how each of your universities is engaging the students in new ways, how you're treating the themes of circularity and circular design, how this is coming into the curriculum. And then lastly, I'd like to say it's a bit of a poetic spin, but the whole approach to phygital is something Particle is passionate about. So combining physical and digital, putting this together is super important for us. But Also, the whole idea of the idea virus. How do we spread good ideas and good design and make it so that the algorithm is actually understanding that these are the right ideas to bring forward and make sustainable action happen? No, so those are the discussions I wanted to go. Those main three points. And to start us off, I know Matteo and IAAD has done a lot of work in envisioning workshops and prototyping. So I'd like to ask him, what is the strategy that you're using to actually apply design to more sustainable design, responsible design, and this type of thinking? Matteo, you started. Yeah. Okay, good.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, for sure, creating ideas and bringing them to the real world is an ability which any designer should own, but that is not enough. We need to do it in a sustainable way too. So rapid prototyping using 3D printing technology is really a fast tool which helps a lot along the development and can speed up the design process. Thanks also to this design contest, our students have become more aware of the potential of this technology, even on larger industrial scale, using recycled materials and making products in a sustainable way. For instance, 3D printing is progressively becoming more affordable, and it's applied in many fields, medical, automotive, furniture, and so on. And so since I noticed also that many students actually own a 3D printer at home, because it's a technology that has become so cheap. In the near future, maybe everybody will have its own 3D printer at home. And this gives a lot of chance and opportunities for design. Also related also to, for instance, parametric opportunity like the team Stairs developed. So we can go through some images that I want to share to explain better. Let me make an example. So actually, why don't try to push our students in generating new ideas using 3D printing technology in a sustainable way? So maybe not only for making prototype, but a product ready to use. This is a course held at the second year of product design. Can you come back, sorry, to the first picture? Thank you. This is a kind of exercise which helps a lot imagine new ways of developing a product, reusing, recovering, recycling, starting from another existing product at its end life cycle. I mean, what do you see here in this picture? This is a broken dynamo torch. As you can see, the lever is broken, so of course it doesn't work. So someone would say, well, it's just trash, it's junk. Maybe we need we can recycle, but actually there are so many components, it's not so easy to recycle this kind of object. Instead, I see a potential, and also we want to that our students see a potential. I mean, something that could rebirth, like a phoenix from its ashes, and could become something new, even better. So the goal is saving as many components as possible, giving new life to them. So we can go through the second image, and here you can see a different result. For instance, this is a wearable device for outdoor activities. All the components have been recycled from the previous model. And so, as you can see, there's also a shortly process. So the 3D printing and how then we can use that. You will see that any picture in these slides are prototype, because we believe that bring it to life, bring it to the real world ideas is the correct way for a designer. Then another example, if we can go to the other picture. Here we have an adaptable piece of furniture which could be used as a lamp or a torch when needed. So we tried also to give really a new life to this product and also new function. And then we can go through the third example, the other image. Here, if we can go to the next one, please.
Here we go.
Thank you. And that one example is, again, a torch, but where we are rethinking completely the product. So it comes in a way that it can be easily assembled directly from the user. So what you buy is just a flat pack, and so you can save cost for production and shipping. And also we are extending the product life thanks to the really fast way of replacing components. So for me, all this kind of process is just pure beauty, where design really can make the difference. So the difference between something that is just junk or trash and something that is new and innovative and useful.
Now, I think you've hit on about 10 different points on sustainability, how it's about the whole ecosystem and all of the different elements about the longevity of the product. Does the product need to exist? How the packaging is done, how it's transported. So all of these are exactly the themes that we're treating with this competition in social furniture, and actually trying to socialize to make people more conscious, to see the invisible, to actually see what's happening in the value chain and in the supply chain of how a product comes into existence. So the whole environment around us is designed. How do we become more conscious about our choices as designers and also as consumers? So I wanted to ask Aoi, I know you've got a few projects that are product design. I want to actually ask you we can show some of these the products that Domus is bringing. I wanted to actually ask you, can you tell us about the learning strategies at Domus and the curriculum and how that has changed based on sustainable design thinking?
Right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much also, Matteo, for your presentation. It was very beautiful. Okay, so at Domus Academy, the particularity is that we have workshops and we have companies involved, and we have really fast pace. The workshop lasts about 1 month, so it's the big difference between other universities. And you know that Domus Academy was born in 1982, and this is actually this year is actually the 40th anniversary. So we have this very important year, but we have the spirit of being a pioneer and an eye-opener to the design industries since the beginning. So we've been asking ourselves, and also we've been answering to the big question of the design industry. And we discover that recently the requests and attentions are very much focused on the let's say circular economy and sustainability. So we include all these themes as the let's say the initial point. So so you can see that our workshops are not, let's say, 100%, let's say, focus on only the social, let's say, circular economy, but it is embedded always in any kinds of workshop. So I would say the images that you've shown before was actually, this is the one that we did in collaboration with the Venice Biennale, and we did the online exhibition at Italian Pavilion. And we invited also the curator of the Italian Pavilion, Andrea Melis, and we got him also a jury. And this workshop was composed of different students from different masters. So we had three different master's course, from bigger scale to the smaller scale. So there were students from urban vision and architectural design, and the students from interior and living design, and the students of product design, and they tackled this theme of resilient society. So what they came up with was to analyze the important element of the Milanese urban context and try to trace it by creating a huge platform and place it on the top. So it is actually the, let's say, it could sound like a conceptual workshop, but there is let's say, a huge research and analysis behind to come up with this idea and think out of the box. So, and also I enjoyed very much the presentation of three, let's say, students group. And one was also from Domus Academy, and that group was also a great, let's say, examples of our activity, since Begum was from a master's in urban vision and architectural design, and Juan Cruz was from the master's in product design. So it's a beautiful combination, and this chemical reaction can happen in this our platform, and we're living in a era of fourth industrial revolution. So we tackle the theme of Internet of Things or digital fabrication or big data. So, and we have a lot of cross-disciplinary activities in our school. And do I have time?
Sure. I wanted to actually, just before you go to the second project, I wanted to give Alessandro a chance, also because what you're saying, the whole cross-discipline, Alessandro has a background in scenography and he's working on exhibit design, but RUFA, he's an example of how multidisciplined RUFA is, because they have things like jewelry design and sculpture and fine arts, and they have a mix of different disciplines working together. And the way they work is through workshops. So maybe, Alessandro, you can tell us a bit about how they come to school, how the laboratory is the place where these things happen.
Yes. Actually, in RUFA, we have, as you said, a lot of disciplines, multiple disciplines, and we are trying to mix together these multidisciplinarities for the students, and we push the students practically to use laboratories and also to try to merge different disciplines. For example, sculpture, as you said, in design, and now we are starting also with fashion design and sustainable fashion design. So it's something that we already did from years. And I just would like to say that we are working on sustainability since a lot of years, but not just because the Academy wants to do it, but because it comes from the students that ask for it and propose a lot of projects in this way. So we I would say comes to the flow. We just feeling it. We see it, and then now we are working on it. So I'm from exhibition design. So I'm pushing my students, not exactly in the same direction of the IAAD from Turin, because in product design you can do something like recycling. In exhibition design is difficult because you are making events, and then the mass part of the material is throwing it away, so it's not sustainable. So what we try to do is to play with the emotional part of the design. So the students have to learn how to sensibilize students. For example, in this way, this was an event the students are making, and it's just a an event on the climate change, then they decide to make some kind of scenography that can be much more in a certain way of the ice that is melting in water. So we have to do something, and then we can manage the conference helped by the scenographies of the event. So in another project, this one is wonderful. Was an experience process, and this one was just one of the installation, and is about the sea and the coral that is going to death. And so the coral, when the coral die, it became white. So in this installation, the people can play with colors and color with projection this white coral to give it again the energy, the life. So it's something where the people can play and understand and feel the necessity and the problems. So you can teach to the people something in an easy way, in a nice way. The last one is just a project, well, not just, it's a good project of reusing materials. It's really a good product design project, is a thesis, and is made by this pipeline from gas. Those are completely waste, because the end of the pipeline is just to waste, because they cannot use, and is not recyclable anymore, so you can just burn it. So the student decide to work on it, and it makes a wonderful job with experimentation in our laboratories, for example. And he played with fire and tried to curve it in some way. So it's something that we are make a lot. But I want to focus, and I think with other teachers too, on the priority of the design about the emotional part of the object. So because we talk also about with Chris about a sustainable object is not just a recyclable object, but maybe it's also a good design object that cannot be. I make an example. You can do it in plastic that is not exactly the most sustainable material, but if it's a real good design object, you can have it for, I don't know, 50 and more years. So that's sustainable.
Yeah, there's many Italian famous brands that we could list without naming names, but we could make a long list of products that we have around us that we want to keep near us for 20, 30, 40 years, now for a lifetime. So that's,
for example, the iconic design objects, you know.
Exactly. The other thing that you mentioned, though, is this whole idea of emotion and experience. So we can also have transformative experiences through exhibitions, which is another avenue for design to make a difference. People go in, they have a certain mindset, they have a framework of how they see the world, they haven't lived experience, and they come out with something new. They come out with a story that they can tell their friends, they can tell their family. So sustainability becomes something that I experienced in some way, and I can actually then now have a conversation about it. So that's also a beautiful part of the design of where, Alessandra, you're doing your work in scenography and orchestrating experiences. So it's, yes, about the products, but also about the spaces and the memories we can create through the product experiences and through interacting with those products that we have day to day. And also those moments aside where we have kind of the aha, kind of wow, wonder, moments of wonder together with exhibition design and experiences that are orchestrated. So great. Thank you for your input. I wanted to give the last, we're going to have to wind down just on time. We have a winner selected. So it's getting to be, we have the teams on the edge of their seat. So it's getting very exciting. Last thing would be to address, now we know that design can make a difference. We know design can make a big impact. It can lead people into action. It can envision futures that we didn't think were possible, that people couldn't imagine. It brings it into concreteness now. So that is key. And we also know, I think Alessandro made the point, we also made the point, that the physicality of working together, collaborating, there is something that happens, this chemistry that happens in the laboratories with physical interaction. And so that isn't going away. I think any kind of workplace in the future, it's all going to become the vibe, the pulse of the culture of who's creating the designs together and how the collaboration works. And then we see digital, the whole idea of digital actually having this impact to grow the influence of design, so we can actually extend the reaches of design. So the question, I wanted to come back to Matteo, if we could, talking about physical also, I think you can also say a couple of things here, but the bridge between digital and physical, is there something we can learn from the algorithms, from the technology behind? And the second question is, what does the algorithm need so that we can spread the ideas for circular design and people can understand the science behind through the lens of design? So that's kind of a secondary question that we can address together. But Matteo, do you have any comments on the kind of physical, digital, what we can leverage? And maybe keep it short, and we'll just do a round.
Yeah. I think that we should understand that we cannot divide the two worlds. So once you design a product, that kind of product needs to be as a service also in the digital world, and we need to think in a holistic way, okay? Because otherwise, I believe that, as also Alessandro said, the beauty and can extend the product life, but not only. You need also the services around it. And so I think that the best thing we can do is that trying to develop this kind of thinking.
I wanted to give the word back to Aoi. Also, you had a couple project prototypes that are completely digital for sure. There's a whole hybrid nature. Is there something you can say here about these projects and connect it to the discussion about physical and digital?
Right. I completely agree with what has been said in this conference. And I do agree the fact that we surely need the emotion. We're living creatures. So of course, algorithm and the technology behind is very important to analyze, but we have to build strong stories and connections, and let's say emotional connection with the product and experience. And the project that was showcased was the student project, and it's actually the new educational kit of visors and eyeglasses and the rings, through which the students can also have the connections from abroad, or if they cannot come to attend the class physically in a foreign country. So this project was thought during the lockdown. So we were experienced the same situation, and through this kit, which should be distributed at the beginning of the school life, promotes you to understand more what's the lecture, or if you have this class in the classroom, it can help you to give you information on the eyeglass and so on. So, but the important, let's say, the interesting thing is, of course, this was completely done it digitally, but he actually prototyped it, and we have exact, let's say, kit, which is, of course, it's not functional because we have to integrate technologies. But the beautiful thing was at the end of the project, at the exam, he really brought this prototype, and we could experience it. So of course the physicality is crucial, even though we have this we are living in this digital world, and also the emotion, which is yeah.
Fantastic. Alessandro, any last word about emotion? Because I think there is your role, and then we don't want to forget you. You've been very quiet, but any last word and last thought before we close around emotion?
I want just to say something about digital also in my job, and because it's connected with emotions, because by the lockdown, everything is, of course, digital, and also the events. And now we have this kind of phygital events, because we have half in the event, half the people in the event physically, and the half part at home. So it's digital also in this way, and we have to mix together the emotional part for the people those are present, and the other from home. And I try to do it this year with my class, and I'm lucky because of the things of the beginning, because in the class close to mine, there's a famous Italian set designer that makes television sets. So we are starting to do it together, because for scenography and set design we have it, and so we can do a lot of things about emotions. And I hope the students can grow a lot with this project and with these things.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have to close now. We've got final results in. It's very exciting for the teams. We're getting there. So, but I wanted to thank you all for dedicating your part of your morning to the social design competition, to circular design. I want to thank you for all that you're doing to contribute in your universities to bring things forward. And I'd invite you to collaborate with Particle in the future. We're going to have talks coming up. We're also trying to bridge between brands and universities to actually create synergies between young voices and things that need to happen in the real world, in industrial, and get things to move forward. So thank you to all of our guests here today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, Chris.
Continue. Thank you, Avi, Alessandro, and Matteo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. See you soon. Okay, now the moment is nearly upon us for the final announcement. First of all, before the final announcement, we have the prized Particle Prize, which is awarded to the aspiring designs at the crossroads of advanced thinking, technologies, and social design. So Particle is pleased to recognize a team that has shifted our frame of mind and our thinking from short-term to long-term. They've reinterpreted really what social furniture means from a framework point of view. So the project is leveraging generative manufacturing. It's leveraging biomimicry and exploring the social behavior and interactions of microorganisms. So this is not a product. That's the innovation behind this product. Actually, it's not a product. It's the beginning of a framework for sustainable development and responsible design. It transcends human-centered design to actually become life-centered, a key theme we've seen at the Biennial in Venezia. And it's extending our perception that to be human is to be born out of the world and to be born out of nature in our natural world. And there is a strong connection. So the social furniture design of this particular project addresses, in the words of the designer, it addresses what is called an inner passivity that a lot of consumers have. So it's inviting consumers actually to understand something behind the design and behind the construction and the process of how our designs come into the real world. So that is the introduction on the Particle Prize. I want to turn it over to the founder of Particle, Bruno Bolfo. He's going to do the honors to present the winner. And so, welcome, Bruno.
Very much, Chris. Thanks a lot. So I'm very excited to give the Particle Prize to Uta, a project designed by Om Varma, graduate of Domus Academy, and Adam Saleh, graduate of USB Berkeley. The name Uta comes from the Italian word mutazione, so mutation. And the design were inspired by the social behavior of bacteria as a genetic mutation. So it's been very, very difficult for us to give this Particle Prize, but we think that this project is really incredible. And so congratulations really to Amung and to Adam for this prize. We're really honored to give the prize to you. Congratulations.
Congratulations both to Amung and Adam. Great work, fantastic project. So we love it in Particle. So thank you. And now, without further ado, we finally have, drum roll please, we have the final announcement. We're going to welcome back Maria Cristina Didero to the stage, and she has the exciting announcement and news. So the floor is over to you. You're on, your microphone needs to be turned on.
Yes, first of all, I would like to thank you, everybody. It has been, very exciting to look all those students' projects, and thanks for the organization of Particle. That has been great. And I know that now I have to go straight to the point. And so the winner is Little Great Things.
Wow!
Congratulations!
Fantastic. So we're going to be bringing the winners back up on stage. And Maria, maybe if you want to say a couple words to them, or tell maybe why their project was selected, we'll have them on stage in just a second. But was it a difficult decision from the jury's point of view?
Yeah, we thought there was a couple that were like discussed, and finally we agree on Little Great Things. But as I said, all the projects were very exciting, and it is so nice and refreshing to see young people really working forward to the future. That's great.
Yeah, that's what and they're here with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so happy.
Congratulations. Wow.
Ciao, Little Great Things. Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you so
Definitely
much.
It was an amazing journey. Your project transformed completely from the different iterations, and the design was amazing how it transformed. So compliments again on the design.
Thank you.
Wow, it's a lot. Incredible. So happy. We are so happy.
We are very happy to give you the prize. We have discussed your project was presented very well, which is something that, of course, we consider. The project itself was really interesting, and we liked your reference into your childhood. We like the modularity. We like different things on this project, and I have to say that all the jury was agreed on giving you the prize at the end.
Thank you all for all the comments and all the things. Thank you so much.
Wow, it's nice to satisfy.
So now, guys, good luck, and now towards the future.
Thank
you. Oh, thanks a lot.
Maria, I'll ask you, do you want to stay with us, just to respect your time? Do you want to stay on stage? I wanted to ask a couple questions to our team. Let me know.
Yeah, I have 5 minutes actually for the reason you know.
Okay, fantastic, perfect. Let's do a quick 5 minutes with Begum and Juan. What could be the impact that you think your project could have if implemented? So.
You want to go?
To me? No, to them.
To them, right, exactly. With e-mobility, we're talking about a very important topic. We're talking about a 200-something billion market worldwide that is amazing, and how we can create this sort of statement with your project in city centers.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a project that really is surprising people. No, once you see it, maybe you don't expect that much functions and that much possibility, but you go enter, and with the application, by trying, you discover all the different modularities, and it gives you joy. You can discover your imagination, And those kind of impacts, I think it's really important to have an impact or effect on the citizens or the users in general, I'm thinking.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, we want to break a bit the routine. The idea is to put the people outside and give a bit of joy, not only going back from point A to point B. Break a bit that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. What I wanted to ask you too, in the process, now it was a journey, definitely a journey. I was there with you. So the hardest thing, what was it about it? What was it that you need as a designer to explore the ideas? What questions drove your project and the development and the transformation we saw even in the project?
For me, was in the beginning to find the right shape that satisfied the different functions was a bit was so challenging for us, and to propose like innovation in modularity, to something new in modularity, that was so hard for the first deliver. Yes.
For me, also the production part, thinking of the production part, it was difficult because 3D printing can be tricky. I mean, it can be a super easy shape, but for 3D printing, maybe it can be difficult, or like you need to research very well and to understand the technologies that you have. So for me, it was that part.
Okay, great. And then as an experience with circular design, now this was really immersive, maybe the first experience that's really been focused on circular design as a design project. How, or let's say, what have you learned that you can apply in your next project, in the next project, in all of your future work?
Mm-hmm. For me, actually, I started that circular design process last year with the Biennale di Venezia. Also, we had a coffee column with my friend. Also, you can see the comment there. So like, it was already interesting. And with this competition also, it became, it had another sense in my head to say, because plastic recycling is much more important than the natural materials. Natural materials are easier to recycle, just to say. But by seeing that, it's possible and it has a huge market, like it's possible to have a huge market, it gives me really inspiration and hope actually for the future, because we need to do that for the protect the nature and to survive, basically.
And also to think the project from different perspectives. That is also the challenging part. And yes, one of the main focus of this project. Yes, to be complete for the scenario and the personas.
Fantastic, great responses. Last question. Design is a collaborative process, and you can't do it alone, right? You can't do anything alone. Everything happens in teams. Everything happens in extending the idea of becoming circular designers. So what could you say to your colleagues and your friends and the whole ecosystem of design that's around you, that's going to help them get the skills, help them get the mindset? What would you say to them to help bring them on board to circularity and circular design?
Well, I think it's important to understand first what is needed and what you need to focus on, instead of, because for the designers can be design how they want or how they wish can be a bit problematic. Being apart from that, just to say ego part, and focus what is needed, because it's gonna serve the best. And once you understand better, you can make all the conditions focus on that goal, and it can have your project in a better shape, or in a better, I'm saying shape just to say again, but in a better way. So I think that is important, and have a mutual point, of course, have a mutual perspective.
Yes, I believe it's important to be honest with the proposal we do. Like, is this what they are wishing for? Is this good design? Sometimes you need a time to let your mind, and then really saying, okay, is this or not? If it's not, the sooner you let it, the better it is. You gain time. It's important. Time is everything.
Fantastic. Good. With that, I'd like to close the session for today. A fantastic final event, a wonderful result for you all. Maria, Cristina, I would love to express our gratitude on behalf of Particle for your involvement and announcement. So thank you so much.
Thanks to you for having me. It has been very much interesting.
Thank you. I'll let you go to respect your time. You've got 30 seconds, so I'll let you drop. Thank you so much, and then you're welcome to stay on.
Thank you, guys. Good luck. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Closing remarks from the Particle side. So we'll let Maria go. And just to say, you're, as young designers, you're an example now of what design can do. So, right, I just wanted to close out with the fact that we are an incredible species, right? To be human, to be part of nature, to be connected, and the way that we're addressing the future. Art is all about sensibility. It's about asking questions. And then design is actually taking us forward into envisioning and actually really making it tangible. So having the skills to actually make something visible, engineer it, design the details. So this is why we do these kinds of competitions. This is what we're looking to bring forward in the future with Particle. So let's talk about what's next. That's the question for us, even together, the finalist team and the winners. So I wanted to thank you again.
Thanks to
you, Chris, for
all the effort,
along the journey.
Yes, exactly, management and everything, all the support.
And for the audience and for all your friends and the design community and everyone around you, we want to invite you also to follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn. Yes. Go to the showcase, enjoy the showcase. And with that, I think there's only one thing left to say, and that's let's close the loop together. So
yeah. Let's close together. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll leave you with the showcase. So you're welcome to join and see the showcase and see all of the different top 10 projects. Leave comments. Congratulate Begum and Juan. So you can leave comments on what you thought about the project, and also we'd like to also thank the other two finalist teams that did excellent work. I'm sure it was a difficult decision. I didn't want to be in the jury room. So thank you. And that's it for this episode. Social Furniture continues in spirit. So we will keep a perpetual line going with new projects. So looking forward to working with Begum and Juan and promoting your idea. So thank you so much. Bye for now.
I believe design can be a powerful tool to raise awareness on pressing and important issues that our world is facing.
The emerging culture is critical to what will be mainstream in the future. Young designers will explore the edges of culture and foster engagement signals and an urgency to act.
Take in more, consume less, recycle everything.
Circular economy will catalyze the most transformational economic, social, and environmental changes since the first industrial revolution.
Design is pragmatic. It helps us and pushes us to prototype ideas, test them, and transform them into tangible solutions.
Social furniture connects students to professionals across industries. It brings exposure to students and their universities and pulls incubating ideas forward into the market.
We will create a meaningful dialogue by connecting different themes, industries, and geographies.
So there's no better time for brands to practice circular economy and reuse or even upcycle their waste.
Social furniture is not a standard competition. It's a journey where students understand the people and the value chain around waste, and then they will show us their vision on how they can close the loop.
There is a potential for institutional engagement and to showcase the project at key design sustainability events and initiatives.